All right, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for our weekly Lunch and Learn. This one is all about an overview of your endocannabinoid system. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start. All right, so the goals of this class is to understand the body's endocannabinoid system and how it relates to cannabis and CBD use. We want to gain a knowledge of the effects and benefits that CBD has on the system and its functions. We're going to touch on cannabinoids, the receptors, and the role of the endocannabinoid system in daily life as well. All right, so before we start, here's some definitions we'd like to go over real quick. The endocannabinoid system is the system that produces and regulates cannabinoids in the human body. Cannabinoids are a group of chemicals that interact with and bind to receptors in the brain, which can help regulate mood, sleep, appetite, pain sensation, among many other things. And CBD, or cannabidiol, is the second most prevalent active ingredient in cannabis. While CBD is an essential component of medical marijuana, it is derived directly from the hemp plant. It consists of cannabinoids. So let's first introduce the endocannabinoid system. All right. The endocannabinoid system is a biological system that includes endocannabinoids and the receptors that they bind to. This system helps regulate a variety of different physical and mental processes, helping to maintain homeostasis in the body. Researchers have found that the endocannabinoid system is responsible for suppressing pain signals and providing relief from chronic pain. This includes headaches, back pain, from fibromyalgia, migraines, and many other common ailments. The endocannabinoid system network of cell receptors responds to chemicals like THC, among many other cannabinoids. These receptors are mostly found in the brain, but also show up in the immune cells, liver, and lungs. This system is what helps with pain and inflammation regulation. It has been explored as a therapeutic target for conditions like multiple sclerosis, migraines, fibromyalgia, and chronic pain. While this is still a very, very new system for a lot of us, this is continually being researched and studied. So you can expect as time moves on and we start researching and understanding more about cannabinoids, the many different varieties that there are, we'll get a chance to understand exactly how these affect us. So again, we are working off of a very limited amount of data so far, but we do know that cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system itself have a huge role in our day-to-day health. Let's keep on going. So let's talk about cannabinoids. So what are they? Excuse me. Cannabinoids are substances that are made from the cannabis plant and that affects the central nervous system. Although found in every person, what makes it different is the level of neurotransmitter that is present in a person's body. Some people don't have any or just small in their bodies, and some have a much larger concentration of it. Cannabinoids act on the cannabinoid receptors in cells that repress neurotransmitter and release in the brain, primarily interacting with two types of receptors, the CB1 and CB2. The CB1 receptors are mostly found in the brain, but can also be found in the lungs, liver, kidneys, and heart as well. CB2 is mostly found outside the central nervous system and can be found on immune cells, along with the gastrointestinal tract and white blood cells. Cannabinoids work by binding to specific receptors on cells in your body, either stimulating or inhibiting certain cell functions or transmitting signals between two neurons. Research has shown that these compounds can act on cannabinoid receptors in the brain, which regulate our mood and emotion. The best known psychoactive cannabinoid is THC. CBD, a non-psychoactive compound, may be more likely to be a promising agent for mood disorders such as anxiety and depression. So what does this have to do with CBD and cannabis? Well, the chemical compounds found in CBD are called cannabinoids, and these cannabinoids interact with the receptors in your body to produce different effects. With the help of CBD or THC, these endocannabinoid receptors produce effects like appetite, mood, sleep, pain, memory, and the immune response. By using CBD or THC or many of the other cannabinoids that exist, the effects may have a positive impact on your endocannabinoid system, in turn creating a more positive mental and physical health outcomes. So that's a little bit overview of just a bunch of slides I'd like to show you to kind of give us an overview. But for the most part, again, this endocannabinoid system, which we all have, which regulates essentially almost every other system in our body, from our nervous system to our peripheral system, everything is essentially ran straight through, is balanced through the endocannabinoid system. Its main function and role is to help regulate and obtain homeostasis in the body. So it's constantly under a state of checks and balance, and utilizing cannabis or many other free tools that we have that help activate this system have a huge effect. Without having slides and stuff, it is important to note that aside from just cannabis and hemp, that there are ways to activate this system. Again, it's inherent in all of us. We do have natural endocannabinoids that our body does release, and it can be released through many different methods. One of the more likely ones that you may have heard about is through the act of running. You may have heard of the runner's high before. The runner's high is nothing more than just a large endogenous release of endocannabinoids during the act of running. What you often find is that people will experience a lightness on their feet, a sense of euphoria, calmness, mental clarity, amongst many other things. Again, this is the body's natural system helping to obtain homeostasis. This is why exercise is so critical for everybody, because again, it's a hormone regulator, it's a system regulator. Cannabis can, of course, be an awesome tool to assist us in activating the system, but as always, guys, our bodies are equipped. We have free tools at our disposal every day if we just use the willpower and we have the mental clarity and drive to want to do it. And again, of course, cannabis can help. Cannabis can help you want to exercise. It can help you eat better. It can give you the appetite to go out and eat. So again, this is still a very new studied system. It's still not expressed highly in schools across the board. So, I can't wait for the day that this becomes much more common knowledge. We will know so much more. Again, we really are looking at just very few compounds when we're actually looking at the endocannabinoid system and how it relates. Again, we've mentioned THC, there's CBD, but there's so many other cannabinoids out there, and we're just still, again, limited and naive in our understanding. So again, this is one of our Lunch and Learns. We come to you guys live every single Wednesday with just a little 5 to 10 minute lunch break, a snippet of education for you all. Again, just to hopefully get your brain going, hopefully get you a little bit more informed and educated on, again, this amazing plant and what we have, and as in regards to our general resources here we have at Peninsula Wellness. I can't wait to link with you all again. Of course, as always, every fourth Wednesday or every last Wednesday of the month, we will do a Lunch and Learn in person. I believe because of what we have going on with Thanksgiving this next month, for this month, we're going to be doing our third Wednesday. So please check out Peninsula Wellness right on our website at peninsulamd.com for more info on that, because of course you would need to RSVP for that. But as always, it's going to be in person, which is awesome. Bring your own lunch. We do not provide one for you. However, you are more than welcome to bring something in to kind of hang out. These last about 30 minutes, longer than these because we're in person. We're able to have a dialogue back and forth. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, you can stream this and view this at your convenience. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, and share on this video. It really does help to spread our message. Guys, other than that, I am Brandon, representing Peninsula Alternative Health and Wellness today. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you all next week.